Hello everybody, it's saltychad, and today I'm going to discuss why I'm nervous and excited for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, as some of you may know, The Last of Us is one of my favorite games, and that's why I feel so strongly about the upcoming release of this game. So, let's begin with why I'm so nervous. Sequels. Almost never as good as the original. And if you ask any gamer, besides Xbox fanboys, The Last of Us is an amazing game, which makes its sequel even more demanding. And this demanding is what makes me so nervous. I'm worried they are going to try so hard to outdo the original game that they are going to ruin the sequel. I've seen this happen plenty of times. Look at the Resident Evil series. Trying to outdo each game, the series went from trying to survive in a mansion in the first game to the characters being like superheroes saving the world from complete destruction. If this happens, the game will lose its groundedness, and it just won't be the same. And yes, I am aware in the first game you do try to save the world by curing the infection. However, Joel chooses Ellie over the world, which shocked me for one, but I think it's true to his character. What I am worried about is that Naughty Dog is going to come up with something crazy like the fungus was a military experiment gone wrong, so Ellie and Joel take their revenge by traveling to Washington, D.C. to wipe out the main government quarantine zone. You know, just some crazy epic story instead of something deep and personal like Joel overcoming the loss of his daughter. Because that's what made the game so great. The characters, not their goals. This brings me to another concern. The fact that Ellie is all grown up now. This is because one of the things I enjoyed most was Ellie's innocence and her optimism on the world. It brought an interesting dialogue about the world between her and Joel. Watching this trailer leads me to believe that Ellie has a completely different attitude than before. I understand characters need to change and develop to keep the series interesting. I just hope she's not too far gone. It also makes me wonder how they will do the gameplay. Will it be like Tess and Joel? Or will it be Joel's too old to fight, so Ellie does all the work? I'm not too worried about this because I'm sure they will make it work and be fun, so as long as they don't make it a co-op game. Another concern of mine comes from the DLC for the original game, Left Behind. Now this is just my opinion, granted, but I feel that Left Behind tried way too hard to build an emotional connection between Ellie and Riley. This forced relationship just brought down the DLC and made it kind of boring. But then again, this could just be because they didn't have a lot of time to build the relationship up. However, Left Behind wasn't all bad. In fact, it added something completely new, which I hope to see in Part 2. Scenarios with humans and infected. This part was awesome. Getting infected to fight enemy humans, it added a whole new piece to the puzzle. I couldn't believe this was never implemented in the original game. Not all is bad though. What makes me feel really good about the sequel and really excited about it is Neil Druckmann, and it has nothing to do with his directing skills. In fact, The Last of Us is the only Naughty Dog game I like. I hated Uncharted, thought it was boring, as surprising as that may sound. What it is that made me feel better is what he said, and you can still find this quote on the Naughty Dog webpage for The Last of Us 2. And I quote, "I can't tell you how satisfying it is to finally be able to say that Ellie and Joel are back for another intense, harrowing, and emotional adventure. Like many of you, we have a deep love for the world of The Last of Us and its characters. And while a sequel may have seemed like a foregone conclusion, it wasn't the case. We knew that it needed to be a story worth telling, and, perhaps more importantly, a story worthy of Joel and Ellie. After spending years on different ideas, and almost giving up, we finally uncovered a story that felt special, a story that evolved into an epic journey. It's still early days for the project. The game's release is a ways off, but we couldn't wait any longer to give you a glimpse of what's to come." End quote, Neil Druckmann. This quote is so much relief because it shows the effort and love they themselves put into the series. He says they've been working on the story for years, and they almost gave up because they couldn't think of any ideas good enough. The fact that they almost quit is awesome, because they know that even if the game is crap, people are going to buy it, because the love many people have for it, and of course it's going to make them tons of money. It just shows how much they care about the quality of the game. And what's better is he says the game is in its early stages, which to me means they just decided on the story and are just now starting to develop it. That means they spent about 3 years on the story alone, and that's why I'm still excited for this game, though I am still undoubtedly nervous about them ruining it. And to be fair, Druckmann could be talking out his ass, and everything he said could be complete garbage. So that's why I'm both excited and nervous about this game. But I would really like to hear from you. Let's have a discussion in the comments. Please tell me if you're nervous or excited about the game, and tell me why. With The Last of Us being one of my favorite games, I decided to make it my first Let's Play on YouTube. In fact, it's in the background right now, that's what you're watching. If you want to see a highlight video from that Let's Play, click on the link in the description, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, feel free to watch the Let's Play itself. Because if you think I'm awkward in this video, wait till you see how bad I was in my first one. Anyways, thank you for watching, I hope you liked the video, and until next time, everyone, have a good one.